X cannot be negative because the number of quantity cannot be negative. If X is negative, then there is no break-even point. Verify the value of X is either positive or negative. If we equate C of X is equal to R of X, you will get a break-even production. The profit function is R of X minus C of X. What is R of X? 35X minus C of X. C of X is equal to 25X plus 10,000. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of basic mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty department of mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So in this session I am going to take very important problems for 3 marks and 5 marks in linear function. In the previous class we have discussed regarding 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions, and today in this linear functions I am going to discuss 3 marker as well as 5 marker question for the point of examination. Now move on to the first problem. If R of X is equal to 0.25x and C of X is equal to 0.16x plus 360, X is equal to number of units produced and sold, find the break-even point. That is, what is to find here is to find break-even quantity. So what is required to find is the break-even quantity is to be determined for the given function. R of X is equal to 0.25x and C of X is equal to 0.16x plus 360, where X is nothing but the number of units produced and sold. Now X represents the number of units produced as well as the number of units sold. Now just what is required to determine is the value of X is to be determined. Now just equate Rx and C of X, revenue function and the cost function, equate it. Equating these two, now R of X is equal to C of X. What is R of X? So R of X here is nothing but 0.25x is equal to 0.16x plus 360. That's it. Now just transfer 0.16x to the left hand side. 0.25x minus 0.16x is equal to 360. Simplify this. So that is 0.25x minus 0.16 is nothing but 0.9x is equal to 360. Now what is x is equal to? X is equal to 360 divided by 0.9. That's it. So this will give the required answer. Now subtract this. So if you subtract 0.25x minus 0.16, 0.25x minus 0.16 is 0.09. X is equal to 360. Therefore, X is equal to 360 divided by 0.09. What is X? X is equal to 360 divided by 0.09. If you divide 360 by 0.09, what is the answer you are going to get? If you divide 360 by 0.09, so you are going to get it as 4000. So, the required value of X is equal to 4000. So, therefore, the value of X, the break-even point, the break-even quantity is equal to 4000 units. That's it. Now, move on to the next problem, similar type problem. What is the problem? If R of X is equal to 0.5x and C of X is equal to 0.85x plus 600, can there be a break-even point? Then what is the reason? Why? Now, see, just find out the value of X as that of the previous problem. If X is positive, then there is a break-even point. If X is negative, X cannot be negative because the number of quantity cannot be negative. If X is negative, then there is no break-even point. Verify the value of X is either positive or negative. That's it. Now, equate it. So, revenue function and the cost function. R of X is equal to C of X. What is R of X? 0.5x is equal to 0.85x plus 600. Simplify this. 0.5x minus 0.85x is equal to 600. Now simplify this. What is 0.5 minus 0.85? Minus 0.35x is equal to 600. Therefore, x is equal to 600 divided by minus 0.35. What is this equal to? So, this is equal to 1714.2. See here, since x is negative, x cannot be negative. Therefore, there is no, since x is negative, Therefore, there is no break even point. There is no break even point, since x should be always positive. So, x is the number of units produced. So, therefore, if x is negative means the number of units produced are negative means no meaning. Therefore, there is no break even point for this problem. Now, move on to the next problem. What is the next problem? Same. The selling price of a product is rupees 16 per unit. The variable cost is rupees 8 per unit. The fixed cost are rupees 10,000. Find the break even quantity. So, what is required to find is break even quantity. What is given? Selling price of a product is 16 per unit. Variable cost is also given, that is 8 per unit, and the fixed cost is 10,000 rupees. Then what is required to find is the break even point, even quantity. Now, what is given? Given that selling price SP is equal to, let us consider as 16x, and the variable cost price is equal to 8x, right? Okay. So, selling price 16, or this is cost price, that is called also variable cost. Variable cost is also equal to 8x, and the fixed cost is also given, FC. The fixed cost FC is equal to 10,000. These are the given quantities, right? Now, we know that C of x is equal to TC, that's also equal to T and C. This is nothing but VC plus FC, variable cost plus fixed cost. Substitute here. What is variable cost? 8x plus fixed cost is equal to 10,000. Okay. Now, R of x is also equal to, since R of x is also equal to SP, that's equal to 16x. Now, what is required to find? Break even point. So, for break even point, now for break even quantity, for break even point, C of x is also equal to R of x. What is C of x? C of x is nothing but, that is 8x plus 10,000 is equal to R of x. R of x is nothing but 16x. Simplify this, you will get the value of x, that's it. Okay. Now, listen to me. So, what is given? SP is equal to 16x, that is the selling price of a product is, let us consider x unit, x is the number of units. So, the selling price of a product is rupees 16 per unit, that is 16x, and the variable cost is rupees 8, that is variable cost, VC or CP is equal to 8x per unit, and the fixed cost is 10,000. Now, just we know that C of x is also equal to TC. TC is nothing but variable cost plus fixed cost, V of C plus F of C. What is variable cost? Variable cost is equal to 8x, that is nothing but CP, and the fixed cost is 10,000. Since R of x is also equal to SP, that is nothing but 16x. Now, for break even point or break even quantity, we know that Rx is also equal to C of x, that is C of x is 8x plus 10,000 is equal to 16x. Just transfer it. So, you will get the value of x. What is this equal to? That is equal to 10,000. 10,000 is equal to 16x minus 8x. 16 minus 8 is nothing but 8x. Therefore, x is equal to 10,000 divided by 8. 10,000 divided by 8 is nothing but, therefore, x is equal to 1250. X is equal to 1250 is the required answer. So, the break even quantity is 1250 is the value of x. Hope you followed, right? So, therefore, conclude this. Therefore, x is equal to 1250 units is the required answer. That's it. Now, move on to the next problem. Let us move on to the 5 mark questions. So, these are all 5 marks question and answer. Let us come to the first problem. A manufacturer sells his products at rupees 8.35 per unit. He is able to sell his entire production. His fixed cost is rupees 2,116 and his variable cost per unit is 7.20. Then find, what is required to find is the level of production at which he can make a profit of rupees 4,600. So, the level of production at which he can make a profit of rupees 4,600. The second one is the level of output. First one is the production. Second one is the level of output at which you will incur a loss of rupees 1150. So first one is the profit and second one is the loss, whereas the third one is the break-even level of the production. Find out the break-even level of the production. So these are the quantities given. Now first find out C of x. So given C of x is equal to, yes, is fixed cost. Fixed cost is 2116 and its variable cost per unit is 7.20. So therefore this is 7.2x plus 2116 is the value of C of x. Okay, and find out R of x. What is R of x? R of x is equal to 8.35x. That's it. See here, a manufacturer sells his product at rupees 8.35 unit. So R of x is equal to 8.35x, whereas he is able to sell his entire production. His fixed cost is rupees 216, rupees 2116. The fixed cost is 2116 and his variable cost per unit is 7.20. So therefore C of x is equal to 7.20x plus 2116 and R of x is equal to 8.35x. Right. Now just write on P of x. Therefore P of x is equal to R of x minus C of x. Now just find out this. What is R of x? R of x is equal to 8.35x minus C of x is 7.2x plus 2116. Simplify this. So you will get P of x is equal to 8.35x minus 7.2x minus 2116. So therefore P of x is equal to 8.35 minus 7.2. Simplify this. This is equal to 1.15x minus 2116. Let us represent this as equation number 1. So P of x is equal to 1.15x minus 2116. Now let us come to the first one. The level of production at which he can make a profit of rupees 4600. The first one, P of x is equal to 4600. Since what is P of x? We have P of x is equal to 1.15x minus 2116. Substitute here. So P of x is 4600 is equal to 1.15x minus 2116. This is 4600 plus 2116 is equal to 1.15x. 1.15x is equal to, add this. So what is this is equal to? 4 plus 2, 4, yes, 6. This is 6. 1, again 1 plus, yes, 1 plus 6 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. So therefore x is equal to 6716 divided by 1.15. This will give us the value of x. That's it. Okay. What is this equal to? This is equal to 5840. So therefore the first answer, x is equal to, what is the value of x? That is nothing but the level of production at which he can make a profit of rupees 4000 is, the production is x is equal to 5840 is the first answer. Hope you followed. Okay. Now move on to the second condition. What is the second condition? The level of output at which he will incur a loss of rupees 1150. Now the second condition is C of x minus R of x is equal to, what is the loss? 1150. Now what is C of x? So we have C of x is 7.2x plus 2116 minus R of x is 8.35 x is equal to 1150. Simplify this. This is nothing but 2116 minus 7.20 minus 8.35 is nothing but minus 1.15x is equal to 1150. So this is 2116 minus 1150 is equal to 1.15x. Therefore 1.15x is equal to, simplify this. So this is equal to 966. So therefore x is equal to 966 divided by 1.15. That's equal to 840. So therefore, here x is equal to 840. That means, so the level of output at which he will incur a loss of rupees 1150, where x is equal to, for x is equal to 840, right. So what is the answer? X is equal to 840 units. See, in the first case, he is going to get a gain of rupees 4600. So therefore, x is equal to 5840 units. Whereas in the second case, he is going to get a loss of rupees 1150. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 840 units. Now, what is the third case? What is case number 3? The break-even level of the production. Now, we have to find the break-even level of the production. Sorry, what is to find? Sorry, I will explain. What is to find? To find break-even level. Break-even level of the production is the third requirement. Now, suppose if we equate these two, if we equate C of x is equal to R of x, we will get a break-even production. So, to find break-even production, the third one, to find the break-even production, equate it. So, R of x is equal to C of x. R of x is equal to C of x. Yeah, R of x is 8.35. 8.35x is equal to 7.2 x plus 2116. 2116. Simplify this. 8.35x minus 7.2x is equal to 2116. What is this equal to? This is nothing but 1.15x is equal to 2116. So therefore, x is equal to 2116 divided by 1.15. That is nothing but x is equal to 1840 units. So therefore, x is equal to 1840 BEF, break even points. That's it. This is how we are going to solve this problem for 5 marks. Let's come to the next problem. MS Chand and Co. Bombay finds that the production cost directly attributed to each book is 25 rupees 25 and the fixed cost are rupees 10,000. If each book can be sold for rupees 35, find the cost function. First cost function is to be determined, then the revenue function, profit function and break even point BEP. Cost function, revenue function, profit function and BEP is to be determined. What is the condition given? So, Mr. Chand and Co. Bombay finds that the production cost directly attributed to each book is rupees 25 and fixed cost is rupees 10,000 if each book can be sold for rupees 35. Okay, if in this condition, so for the following condition, what is required to determine is cost function, revenue function, profit function and the break function. Now, let us just find out C of x first, cost function. Now, the cost function C of x is equal to 25x plus what is the fixed cost? 10,000. That is the cost function. C of x is equal to 25x plus 10,000. Okay. So, therefore, the first answer C of x is equal to 25x plus 10,000. Right. First one. Now, the second one, revenue function R of x. What is the revenue function given? So, if the book can be sold for rupees 35, that is the revenue function, 35. So, the revenue function is 35x. That's it. Okay. Next, profit function, third one. Profit function P of x is equal to R of x minus C of x. That's it. R of x minus C of x. That is, the profit function is R of x minus C of x. What is R of x? 35x minus C of x. C of x is equal to 25x plus 10,000. Let us simplify this. Hope you followed. See here, the first one is the cost function C of x is equal to 25x plus 10,000. And second one is the revenue function R of x. What is the revenue we are going to get? So, rupees 35 we will get if one book is sold. So, 35x. Then what is the profit function? Profit function is nothing but revenue function minus cost function. So, 35x minus 25x plus 10,000. Let me go to the next page. So, therefore, P of x is equal to 35x minus multiply by negative sign, minus into plus, it is minus 25x minus 10,000. So therefore, the third answer P of x is equal to 35 minus 25 is 10x minus 10,000. This is the P of x, that is nothing but a profit function. Now finally, what is to find break even point? Now for break even point, fourth one, break even point, for break even point, so what we are going to write? C of x is equal to R of x. So what is C of x? C of x is 25x plus 10,000 is equal to R of x. What is R of x? R of x is equal to 35x. That's it. Simplify, you'll get the answer. Right. What is this equal to? So for break even point, C of x is equal to R of x. C of x is 25x plus 10,000 is equal to 35x. Therefore, 10,000 is equal to 35x minus 25x. That is 35 minus 25 is 10x. 10x is equal to 10,000. Therefore, x is equal to 10,000 divided by 10. That's equal to 1,000. That's it. This is the required answer. Hope you followed. So therefore, x is equal to 1,000 unit, B break even point. X is equal to 1,000 unit of break even point. Very simple for 5 marks. Now move on to the next problem, same type problem. For first year, the fixed cost of setting up a new electronics pocket calculator company is rupees 3 lakhs. The variable cost for producing a calculator is rupees 70. The company expects the revenue from the sales of the calculators to be rupees 270 calculators. Now calculate the construct the revenue function, construct the cost function, find the break even point and find the number of calculators produced for which of the company will suffer loss. Now here what is given? For the first year, the fixed cost of setting up a new electronics pocket calculator company is rupees 3,000. So that is for the first year, the fixed cost for setting up a new electronic pocket calculator company is rupees 3 lakhs. The variable cost for producing the calculator is rupees 70. What is the variable cost? Rupees 70 is the variable cost. The company expects the revenue from the sales of the calculators to be 270. So for each calculator, the revenue going to expect is 270 per a calculator. If such is the case, calculate. What is? Find out the cost function. That is, construct the revenue function, cost function, then break even point and the number of calculators produced for which the company will suffer the loss. Now same as that of the previous problem, right? Now just substitute what is given. Construct the revenue function, cost function, break even point first. Now first one, C of x is equal to, so C of x is, the variable cost producing the calculator is 70x plus 3 lakhs. This is the first one, the cost function. See this. Now C of x is equal to 70x plus 3 lakhs, 70x plus 3 lakhs. Now R of x, what is R of x? Revenue function. So here R of x is equal to, what is the revenue we are going to get? So the revenue from the sales is expected to be 270x. So C of x is 70x plus 3 lakhs and R of x is equal to 270x, right? Now find out P of x. So what is P of x? P of x is nothing but, as you know, R of x minus C of x. Simplify this. Now therefore P of x is equal to R of x minus C of x. What is R of x? R of x is equal to 270x minus C of x is 70 minus 3 lakhs. What is this equal to? 270 minus 70 is equal to 200x minus 3 lakhs. This is P of x. Okay. Now the third one is for break even point P of x is equal to 0. So that is for break even output, for break even point P of x is equal to 0, right. Now let us equate to find the last one. R of x is equal to C of x. What is R of x? 270x is equal to C of x is 70x plus 3 lakhs. So that is 270x minus 70x is equal to 3 lakhs. That means here 200x is equal to 3 lakhs. So therefore x is equal to 3 lakhs divided by 200. What is this equal to? Simplify this. That's equal to 1500. That's it. 1500. Hope you followed. So x is equal to 1500 break even point BEF. What is the condition given? Find the number of calculator produced for which the company will suffer. So if the company produces less than 1500, it will suffer a loss. That's it. Now conclude it. Less than x is equal to 1500. Less than x is equal to 1500, then the company will suffer from a loss. That's it. Okay. So less than x is equal to 1500, then the company will suffer a loss. That's it. Company will suffer a loss. This is how we are going to solve the problems in this linear functions. Hope you followed. So these are a few problems for 2 markers, 3 markers as well as a 5 marker questions. So you may expect this type of questions in your examination. That's all regarding today's session. Let us meet with different types of problems in the next session. Thank you very much.